First, you believe that technology, that email and the internet and computers may be the devil that's getting to Cupid.
Or the poison arrow into your heart.
Better said, Dr. Patty Ann. What's going on here?
Okay, look, we all know that technology has revolutionized the way people transfer information.
And meet.
And also meet.
However,
we're going to talk today about the relationship that's present as opposed to dating. We can connect now in a 24/7 world, and we have instant access, and people expect instant response. Therein lies the problem.
You actually call it sabotaging activity because you believe that it really can end a relationship if it gets out of hand?
Absolutely, because the person that you're with feels like you are never prioritizing them. Everything else seems to come first. Even though the person might say, hang on one second, I'm really sorry. Actions speak louder than words.
You're right. Maybe the dinner could be a little nicer if I left it in the car.
Well, what happens is no matter how long you're with your partner, you need to have time to create intimacy.
Right.
And you get the intimacy by connecting one-on-one.
I think, too, a lot of people, you know, I have a friend that was dating, and she found that they just kept texting to communicate. You know, and they rarely talked on the phone because they were texting so much. Mm-hmm. That can also get in the way, I'm sure. Well,
you know, when we text, we give a message. It's not necessarily who we are, it's who we want somebody to think that we are. Mm-hmm. So if the bulk of our courtship is through texting or electronic communication, then when we are with that person, we're like, who is this person? That's not the person that was texting me for the last 4 months.
Right.
Tip number 1 for the Royals. What should they do differently? Because some of the other Royal family members have not had a lot of success when it comes to love.
They don't have a great track record. We can even go back to Henry VIII, and we don't want to go there.
Yeah.
Okay, what I would suggest to Prince William and Kate Middleton, and I just love this stuff. I think it's awesome. Young love is just so beautiful. But what I would suggest is, you know, Prince William was born to be king. Kate wasn't. So what I would suggest that they do first and foremost is to stay friends and keep close the people, the family, and the friends that they've had prior to Kate ever meeting Prince William.
Gotcha.
The second advice that I would give is for Prince William and Kate to support each other, both privately and in public. And the other thing that's very important, particularly for Kate, but for Prince William as well, as much as is humanly possible, ignore the tabloids. And when you do see things that are hurtful, because they are still human, just like every other couple, communicate it. Mm-hmm. Communicate to each other. You know, I read blah, blah, blah. Is that true? And finally, like every other couple, keep your sense of humor.
You gotta keep it.
You gotta keep it, especially in the spotlight.
You want to try new things, but what you want to do is you want to try the new things with your partner.
Okay.
So be open to new experiences. Don't worry about what they might think or other people might say.
Okay.
Just really engage, see what your partner's fantasies are, and go for it. Why not? You only live once.
That's right. Okay.
So the 3 things that you have to stop doing: checking the email, multitasking, and overscheduling. So those are the big 3 no-nos.
Absolutely. Because what happens is, first of all, we don't leave our career to chance.
Right.
You would never just let your career happen. You take responsibility for it. Same is true for your relationship. The truth of the matter is, we are responsible for creating boundaries in our lives, okay? So we have to say to work at some point, I will not be accessible, I will not be reachable unless it is an emergency. Most things, by definition, are not an emergency. So what we have to do is, we have to learn to shut off the technology, unplug ourselves from the world 24/7, and be in the present, in the moment, with our partner.